And we should be live.
So I sent an email requesting a code for the new Destiny expansion.
Uh-huh.
If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I won't play it. So,
Alright. I'm ready to go.
okay. Um, did you tweet it out?
Oh, oops. Nope, didn't do that. Had it set up and everything. All I had to do was hit the tweet button.
Okay. Retweet. And retweet. Just drink some more of my water. Yeah, I was gonna message you yesterday about, like, because you say you stream on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
You wanted to play something, and I was like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna be busy with the new WoW expansion.
I was indeed.
So I didn't even bother. I was about to till I was listening to Giant Bomb and they mentioned it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna be busy with that.
I was. Actually, I took Tuesday and yesterday off and played it.
Oh wow.
Uh, we could talk about that, but I don't think we're going to. There's a guy in our chat.
Is there a link to like the combined chat or no?
Not really. It's a program
Okay,
that I use,
gotcha.
and I have to use my login.
Okay, so I'll just have to open up both. No problem. Keyboard. Let me pull that up right now, though. Where's that? Uh, this over here. Now let me pull up Twitch. Yeah, so
Unfortunately, I'm anti-Trump, so I'm also anti-Hillary. So we don't talk about politics either.
yeah, we don't, cause why? Uh, hello, chat. There we go. Yeah, normally I'm into politics, like I keep up and stuff like that, and but I just haven't cared because what's the point? Like,
It's just awful this year.
either way, I mean,
That's why I vote third party. I've always
don't
voted third party.
don't do this to me. Sorry, we are unable to connect to chat. Reconnecting in 2 seconds. Like, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Before we start the show, yeah, the whole thing about legalizing marijuana. I just saw an article where like they're not even putting the medical marijuana on the ballot here in Oklahoma. Like that's even the medical isn't even going to have a chance to be voted on here. So
No, it won't be here either.
like I don't know. It's so stupid because Oklahoma's a very poor state. We could use all that tax money. We really could. Because you've
Everybody
seen, I
could.
mean, exactly. You've seen, like, and heard of, like, oh, Colorado has gotten so much money from, it's crazy.
Yeah, actually, Indiana is actually doing a lot better once Mike Pence took over, and then he put his foot in his mouth. Not really put his foot in his mouth. People took that bill the way that they wanted to take it, and it kind of ruined his reputation. And instead of being able to be in a position to run for president, he has to run with Trump now. Hey, what's up, Bomb? Welcome back.
Yeah, I know one of our senators is pretty cool. I was in a college prep program throughout high school, and its funding got terminated, and he like within like the program was dead for like I think 2 days, and then he somehow found because we all wrote letters, and he somehow found money in the Oklahoma budget to bring the program back.
That's cool.
So like that's the kind of politicians you want, stuff like that. They're trying to find money to help for stuff like, like I said, a college prep program. Education. That's the big thing. And it's not all about standardized tests.
God, I always hated those. Those are the worst things ever. We've not talked about Battlefield 1. I have not played it yet. William's not a Battlefield person.
I played a little bit of it. I can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I guess we can start the show because
Yeah.
I don't want to talk politics.
We haven't started the show yet. So.
I don't want to talk politics. But alrighty, you ready?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. Did you figure out how to do the intro music or no? Not yet?
When I got a new desk and then I plugged my speakers in, totally didn't work until last night. Like I was going to bed, and then all of a sudden I heard sound from them.
Okay.
And I completely lost my stereo mix setting.
Okay.
So I got to figure out how to play sound through my from my computer without stereo mix.
Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. I'll just add it in post like I always do. No biggie. Welcome to episode 270 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from the geeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And, real quick, I want to say, be sure to follow us on Twitter, at the GeeksFTW, and Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. Stuart and I haven't really tweeted that much, in a while, but I'm trying to get back on Twitter, because I like Twitter. Twitter is so much, Twitter is so simple. I love, that's the thing I love most about Twitter, is it's simple. You just type.
It is indeed.
Maybe you
Oh.
And
I
what's up?
Didn't catch any of that last bit.
Oh, I said it's simple. You just type out stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. And a lot of the other social media stuff I don't understand too well. We were having this conversation. Last week. I don't understand Snapchat.
It's for nudies, right?
I get that. That's what it was originally for, I think. But I don't know what it is.
That's what it was originally used for. Not its intended purpose, but it's what it was used for.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's it's like share moments or share a story, and now Instagram's doing something like that, I think, and it's just I don't understand it. But Twitter's just simple and effective. So yeah, follow us on Twitter, and that's a good way to get updates for when we're doing the show live, or whenever we're streaming, whether it's going to be the game night on Fridays, or if Stuart's streaming, some game stuff, and hopefully we'll actually be able to do some of the co-op stuff we've been wanting to do for the longest time.
Years.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully. So, that plug out of the way, what have you been up to, Stuart?
Well, a small little thing kind of came out called World of Warcraft Legion. That came out on Tuesday, and I took Tuesday and Wednesday off and just played the hell out of that.
Wow. I can't believe you took 2 days off.
Actually, I took 3 because I took Monday off as well.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Just because I had the vacation days and I wanted to use them.
Okay. You should have took try to take the 3 day, 3 day days into
Wednesday,
this
Thursday,
week.
Friday, and then have
the Labor Day week. Yeah, that
if I was when I scheduled my days off, I had no idea that the following week was Labor Day weekend, or else I would have.
That would have been like a vacation, pretty much.
Yeah, really.
So, but yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing that. I've talked a little bit about it already because of the pre-patch stuff. It's World of Warcraft. It's good. A lot of it's more and more of Warcraft is becoming voiceover. So a lot of people are getting the story more. So there's actually a lot more discussion in general chat on story and stuff like that, which the Warcraft lore is pretty interesting there, but there's a lot of it. I've been I'll probably play some more of it for my Monday and Wednesday stream next week, most likely. I streamed it yesterday. Um, I don't. Most likely not going to stream it tomorrow for the game night because we're actually playing a game I want to play, which is Battlefield 1. So, but yeah, I'm not. That's it.
Okay. Let's see. What have I been doing? Trying to pull up the Xbox app to see. I played some Overwatch. I really like Overwatch, and I need to be playing a lot more of that. Um, I need to be playing more games, period, because I've had like the last month and a half, last 6 or so weeks have just been like I have hardly touched anything, and I'm gonna be changing that real soon. Starting tonight after we get done recording, I'm gonna make something to eat and then hop on something because I think Ace and Nox are gonna be playing Battlefield or something like that tonight even, and I'm gonna jump on probably play Overwatch while they're playing Battlefield because I did play some of the Battlefield 1. I just don't like Battlefield that style of gameplay. I mean, it just I can't remember who said it in our hangout chat, but it's like there's just so much running to get to and Knox I think said, "Well, take a vehicle or whatever," and I
Yeah,
took a
you guys are spawning in the wrong places. You don't spawn back at the base. You spawn on your squad
on a
mates.
squad member. Yeah, yeah.
Like, that, or find somewhere with action.
Yeah, I try that, and then I got a tank and tried using the tank, and it's no, I don't know. I'm just not. It's just not the type of you know game for me. Honestly, it's just
I get that. I get that.
um I. I guess it's cool what it's trying to do. I mean, it's going back to what's World War One.
Uh, I don't think it's World War. Is it World War One? I thought it was World War Two.
I think it's World War One.
Chat.
I'm looking this
Can
up.
you tell us?
That's why it's Battlefield One.
Is World War One? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can jump on a horse and shoot and stuff like that, and it's just I don't know.
It's an alternate history of World War One.
Yeah, obviously. But just the shooting, I'm just not. I don't know. I've just never been a big Battlefield guy. I've been more in the Call of Duty, side of things, but even Call of Duty, I'm not like.
See, I can get that because I've played quite a bit about Battlefield 3 and 4, and just the fact that oh, there's a pixel on my screen, that's a guy, I gotta shoot him. It just the distance usually is what gets me, is I can't see that far. And I see kill cams like, how in the hell did you see me? Because I don't even see me.
Yeah, that's I can agree with that. Like I said, even Call of Duty, like Black Ops 3, I've played. I enjoyed playing it, but I don't know. It's just I'm even Call of Duty, I'm kind of not liking as much anymore. I'm starting to like alternate styles like shooting type games, like Garden Warfare 2, which is now part of the Vault, which that's I made a note on that. It's part of the EA Access, it's in the Vault. I made a note just to remind our audience about that, because if they subscribe to EA Access, they need to check that out because Garden Warfare 2 is a fun game. I love the Plants vs Zombies series, and the Garden Warfare series is brilliant. I mean, because it's a shooter,
Yeah,
but it's disguised as something. It doesn't feel like a shooter.
I did download Garden Warfare 2 because before it became in the vault, you could play it for 10 hours. I never used up those 10 hours.
Well, now you got the full version. Um, and man, if Battlefield 1 wasn't open beta right now, I think that would be the game night.
Probably.
So that's kind of a shame, but I Garden Warfare 2 and Overwatch and games like those they are shooters, but they're not like military style shooters.
Warframe.
Warframe even, yeah, I love Warframe. Played some of that last Friday. I jumped in the game night for a little bit, and we played a few missions of that. Before that, we played a few matches over Overwatch. It's just, I don't know. It's just I'm enjoying those style of shooting games more than the military style games, whether it's Call of Duty or the Battlefield style, whether it's I guess arcade style or simulation style military shooter. It's just I mean, just been playing Call of Duty and those type of military style games for how many years?
Yeah.
Because they come out like every year, just about. Call of Duty does come out every
Call
year.
of Duty does.
Battlefield there's some kind of
that's
Battlefield
on every other year.
Yeah. So that it's just I'm enjoying the change in these games, the games that aren't really, the ones that are different. And I still say the best shooting is Destiny. It's just there's nothing else.
Right. There's no story to get in the way. There's barely any players anymore.
I think there's a lot of players still. I mean, why? I don't know, because there hasn't been really any major content in a while, but probably maybe people are trying to get ready for the new expansion that's coming out, Rise of Iron.
Right.
So, and like I've said before, I'll play that if I get a review copy, but I'm not gonna shell out the money for it. I think it's $40.
Sounds right.
I don't think it's a full 60, or
It shouldn't be.
yeah, it definitely shouldn't be. But yeah. So I've been playing. I tried the Battlefield one. I really did. And it was really just okay. It's downloaded. I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna give this a fair shot. I'm not really expecting much. So I'm just gonna go in and try it, and it just, I don't know. The controls and the feel of the game just is not my cup of tea. I was just doing god awful, and there's so much other stuff to play, that I'm just like, okay, this game isn't for me. I'm fine with that. I've got other stuff to play, like Overwatch,
Right.
for example. So, and Titanfall 2 is going to be coming out in October, right? October, yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty close. And I know, other people, I know most of our community probably is picking up Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the, what was it, the matchmaking options, or the matchmaking issues.
The party system.
Yeah, party system. That,
As
there was a lack of. Yeah, because we tried playing that during the game night, and Ace and I couldn't figure it out. I mean, you said y'all found a solution last week, and or the week before, and so I had no idea. So, you know, because I wasn't there the week before, so we couldn't figure it out. And Ace was just like, "You want to play Overwatch?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to play Overwatch." Let's, so. But what else? I've been playing some of that Worms game too. The new Worms WMD. Been continuing more on that.
Still need to play that.
Yeah, I'm going through the campaign, doing the challenges. Some of those challenges are tough.
Yeah, that's what you were saying last week.
I did get my first like complete level, where you get all the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So that felt pretty good. Actually, completing all the challenges in one level. Um, uh, it's it, it's the Worms games are fun, but they're just like they're interesting. I think it'd be a lot more fun to play with more people. Or at least, that's why I want us to at least play and maybe do a video or something like that.
No, we will. We will one
stream
day.
it out, something, yeah, because that could be fun. I want to make it. I'm trying to think of a theme to create a team with custom names. I'm trying to think of something, clever or funny or something. I've been thinking about that for a while, so I guess that's a tease for whenever we do a video.
Do. I had to.
Let's see, what else have I been doing? Did I have that? I guess that's about it. Haven't really been playing too much. I logged into Destiny to open up that free, like I said, you get a free like treasure box or whatever each week. I opened that up, got nothing, then closed the game out because I was just like, yeah, I might as well look and see, because I think the week before I actually got one piece of something that I hadn't gotten since they started doing those treasure boxes. So I was like, oh, can I be lucky enough to maybe get another piece? And no, I got the same crap that I always get from those. So, but yeah, that's about it. I guess news, Stuart.
Yeah, okay. News would be.
Where is my?
Do you remember when Lindsay Lohan got it into her head that she was in GTA 5 and she sued Rockstar?
Yeah.
This was a while. I want to say like almost 2 years ago. Well, the court finally just said, "Nah." There was somebody else who was trying to sue as well, saying that basically Michael's story was too much close to hers, like her family's.
I don't know. I just remember the Lindsay Lohan thing, which I mean,
it was some mob guy.
Yeah.
But basically they said, that this game's unique story, characters, dialogues, and environment, combined with the player's ability to choose how to proceed with the game, render it a work of fiction and satire. So, nope, you don't get any money out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame her because she's so strung out, so out there that
she
sees,
changed her story on like why she was suing. At first, it was the loading chick, the one in bikini.
Oh,
You know,
she
with,
changed it. Okay, because yeah, that's the what I was thinking. I was thinking that's the reason why.
well, no,
And you know,
like, oh, that's supposed to be me, yeah, because I do peace signs in my picture too. Um, actually, that was, um, the plaintiff has been using the peace sign hand gesture for years before and after its use in the video game. That was brought up in court.
okay, so
Um,
does that mean she's gonna sue every single anime because they the
oh,
the
but
main
that's
character?
not the peace sign. That's a victory sign.
I guess isn't it the same thing? Like the two fingers up.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
Unless you do this in Europe or in England, then it's the same as flipping somebody off.
yeah. I mean that's dumb. But
But
then
like
again,
I guess
she's like so.
she changed her story from, oh, that's a lookalike, to that one actress in the game that um, oh, you take pictures of her. There's like a side quest where you take where you are helping a paparazzi take pictures of this one chick who's basically having sex with her co-star, and that's supposed to, and she's saying that's her.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
She's
The name came up in the story. I forget the name of the character.
she is
Oh,
such a hot mess.
Lacey
So.
Jonas. That's it.
Yeah, she is such a hot mess. So are we surprised she did this?
Nah.
I mean, I heard it was on like I don't know one of the morning radio talk show things. It was like I guess she was dating some rich dude in Russia or something, and some talk show in Russia wanted her to be on, and her writer was like, a 1 year visa, like a private jet to fly her there, like
The fuck?
500,000 euros or whatever, and then like to meet Putin. Like it was just some ridiculous stuff that like I said, I was just like,
It was basically to guarantee them to say no.
I guess, or she really thinks she's worth all that much, but it's just something that I'm like, wow, like why is she relevant? I mean, the last thing she did was what was it, the was I think it was a TV movie about, what was it, Elizabeth Taylor?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the last good thing she did.
Uh,
Parent Trap.
yeah. 2012, Liz and Dick. About Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. And it was it's like a TV movie, whatever. Yeah, that's the last thing I remember. And that, like I said, so that's I don't know. It's pretty stupid, but I'm glad that a judge actually said no, this is stupid, because half the time the judges are just like, oh sure, let that happen.
Yeah. Well, something dumb. I couldn't find a find a good image for this, so there's not one in the video. Disney is shutting down Avengers Alliance, the mobile game, as well as the Facebook game as well. And from what I've heard, it was like the only decent Facebook game to play. And
well, besides like Words with Friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. But Disney is shutting down Avengers Alliance and Avengers Alliance 2, which Avengers Alliance 2 just came out this March. So, and it's not like, there weren't any people playing it, because there absolutely were. They said, today we are announcing the shutdown of Marvel's Avengers Alliance and Marvel's Avengers Alliance 2 on all platforms, including the App Store, Google Play, Amazon App Store, Windows Phone Store, and Facebook. Beginning today, we are no longer accepting new purchases or downloads, but the games will be available to play until September 30th. And the reason behind it is basically because they said that they're shifting their development focus towards other online and mobile play experiences. And there was somebody, there was a Facebook commenter who put it perfectly. If you're shutting it down to focus on other games, why would any of us play the new game you released, knowing that you could shut what you did with this one? Yeah, it was
That's definitely a good point. I've never played these games, so but if there are a lot of people playing them, it's a shame. I mean, but there are so many like Marvel mobile games out there.
Well, I played basically the Star Wars equivalent of this, which is Star Wars Heroes. I'm trying to think. I have it on my phone. Yeah, Star Wars Heroes, which is you go through and you collect the heroes, and then you fight them. Then you have them fight.
Yeah, I mean, just doing a quick look, there's Marvel Contest of Champions, Marvel Future Fight, Avengers Alliance 2, Marvel Avengers Academy.
It's similar to Future Fight, I want to say. It's similar to Future Fight.
Marvel's Puzzle Quest, and then,
But
there's a couple others, so there's quite a bit of these, there's quite a bit of Marvel style games out there. So.
It's not the fact that they're taking our Marvel game away from us. It's the fact that the Alliance 2 came out in March, and people paid money for this.
Yeah, see, that's that. Yeah, if they were just discontinuing, I guess, the first one, I would understand, but. Yeah,
even if we're not going to develop anymore, and we're not going to accept more payments, but you can play as long as you want to. Fine.
And see, the interesting thing is all the games I listed, they're all done by different developers. Contest of Champions is done by Kabam. Future Fight is done by, Net Marble Games. Avengers Alliance 2 is Marvel Games, but then Marvel's Avengers Academy is Tiny Co. Marvel Puzzle Quest is D3 Go. So it's kind of weird how there's all these they're Marvel licensed. They're not knockoffs. They're actually officially Marvel licensed games, but they're all done by different developers.
Mm.
So maybe, I guess, if you're looking for another Marvel style game, look for one of those that is not done by Marvel Games / Disney themselves. That's done by a different developer. That's licensing out the Marvel property because they're not going to cancel it because they want to be able to keep making money because they're not you know they don't have Disney backing them.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of crazy. When I first saw this, I was like, wait, I didn't look I didn't look at the actual article. I thought you were talking about like the the Ultimate Alliance games. I'm like, those just came out. What are you talking about, Stuart? uh,
Yeah, those two. They're shutting those down too
that's I don't know. I mean,
because
apparently
of poor
those.
poor performance.
Yeah, I was about to say. Apparently, they didn't do that. At least the PC versions didn't do that well. Which
Right.
it's crazy because they were on PC to begin with, and the old PC versions apparently work better than the new PC versions. How does that work out? I don't know, but I haven't heard anything about the console versions.
No, neither have I.
So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But like I said, there's a lot of Marvel games out there, and I have Marvel Puzzle Quest. I haven't played it in a long time, but you know, I don't know. I just don't like those the like this alliance. It's like you have the characters and they actually battle. I'm just not a big fan of that. You know, it just takes up too much battery, and there's too much animation going on and stuff like that. I'm more like the games like where you collect the characters as like maybe cards, and then you battle using that stuff
Okay.
like that. Games that are don't destroy your battery when you're like
Right. Yeah.
so
I want to jump in real quick. Yeah, I was playing that a couple weeks ago. I talked about that Egg Inc. game that Tapper I was playing.
yeah.
Oh my god, does that a battery eater? Like I would play it. A couple breaks at work, and by noon my battery was down to 30%. Yeah, it was really bad, and that's only after two times playing it like for maybe 10 minutes.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I know. I that man. Even I mean, Pokemon Go. It has a battery saver option in the settings, but it still drains your battery like it's ridiculous. I mean, my phone's got a pretty large battery. I think it's got like a 3,000 milliamp battery, 3,000 something like that. It's a pretty high. It's higher than most phones. You know, and it just it eats through the battery. I mean, that's why I'm trying to find game. And plus I don't want to. I don't feel the need to play. Have like a kind of console type game, on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Phone wise, I want something like a Puzzle Quest, or like uh, you know, small puzzle games, or like what is it? I have Tintin on my phone. That is I've been playing that game for over a year. That game, I am
You know
addicted to
what?
that
I
game.
got back into that not that long ago.
It's so good. I mean, I love Tetris, and it's Tetris, but you know, but it's not. You know, you it's for anyone who doesn't know what Tintin is, you have the grid, and then it gives you three pieces, and you can place them anywhere on the grid. There's no timer, nothing like that, but you can place them anywhere, and you have no idea what the next three pieces are going to be. So, you got to think ahead and you've got to plan ahead because there are pieces, like you know the four, like the block that or the square that's four pieces, and then there's like other the long pieces, and there's even a 3x3 block. Um, so I mean, you've got to, you could have, any piece up next. So you need to make sure, like, it's very, very plan ahead.
Yeah, like for instance, this person right here is screwed. They cannot, because there's not any place to put that three by
They
three.
could put that 3x3 orange piece on that bottom layer, and it would or the
Oh,
bottom
right.
row,
Okay,
and
yep,
it
you're
would
right.
disappear, and then yeah. See, I I play a lot of 10-10.
I missed I missed that one.
Yeah. I love puzzle games. I really do. That's, if you listen to the podcast for, any, more than a few episodes, I'm all about puzzle games.
And it is spelled 1010.
Exclamation point.
Right.
Yeah. It's a fun game. I don't think I have not removed it from my phone since I initially downloaded it.
Same.
So I enjoy games like that, that because I mean I got an Xbox for console gaming stuff like that. That's the reason why I don't really play handheld stuff, like 3DS or any of that stuff really ever because you know when I'm out I just want to play something simple that's not gonna require too much effort. You know the most 1010 requires is me thinking because it's just literally you click something, you drag it and place it. It's like the most simple mechanics, but you got to really think. But yeah, so I don't really play graphic intense games. I mean, what was it, like I said, those one of those type of games where you collect cards that represent stuff. There was a basketball one, like an NBA one, and there's an option to like turn off certain animations and stuff. I love when games give you those options when you're able to you know I guess you could have all the crazy awesome animations happen, or you can just turn them off because you don't want your battery to die in like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but that's still the biggest thing with mobile phones is battery. I think that's the biggest thing that needs to be like that still is battery power for phones.
Yeah.
And that's the thing games need to work on the most is battery optimization. Like not killing your phone's battery. Especially when you have a phone where you can't replace the battery.
Yes,
I'm
like mine.
Yep, mine too. It's once it's built in or so. I missed my Note 3 because I had like spare batteries that I always had charged. So I had like a spare battery. I'd slide in one of the credit card slots in my phone in my wallet, and if my phone ever died, just pop it in. And now I have got to carry a power brick. One of those portable power bricks that can recharge your battery. You can plug a USB cable into, and it there's a power source. I got to carry one of those around, just in case, because can't just carry a battery in my wallet or in my pocket.
Right.
So I guess that's it for you, news wise.
That is it for me.
I mentioned the EA access. Garden Warfare 2, grab it. It's, if you have EA access, because it's a fun game. I've put so many hours in Garden Warfare in the first one, and I don't even know how many I have in the second one. It's not nearly as much, but hopefully, now that it's free with EA access, I'll be playing it more often. But another game I used to play a lot, The Division. They're finally, for at least PC version, they're getting public test servers. Apparently, The Division's been having a lot of issues lately, like in the last month or so. I think um, they've just been having a lot of glitches and issues and stuff like that, and I think they were a little ambitious with their plan for the
I
game.
I think so too.
They had a lot of people jump on board, and they're just they're it they're, the extra content they added, post post launch, just most of it just wasn't enough. It kind of suffered like Destiny did. The underground stuff, like the first paid expansion, I really dug that stuff because it was, it had pretty much, it was like I guess uh, it was levels that were randomly generated, that were you know different every time. You were able to, as you leveled up, you were able to add modifiers and stuff onto them to make it, you know, to change the difficulties and make more, stuff like that. And it was just it was pretty much doing the same thing over again, but since the layouts of the each time you went through were slightly different, it didn't feel, you know, it didn't feel like you were doing the same thing over and over again. But I mean, even that, like, only lasted so long. I mean,
Mm.
it's the same thing with Destiny. I mean, you have a game that people, jumped on board. People were so hyped about. People, picked it up. It, had like record. It was like, I think it was one of, it broke like an Ubisoft record, like for something, like, I think fastest selling game or something like that.
Yeah.
um you've got to, if you think you're gonna have a game that's gonna be popular, you need to have a plan for content,
Right.
DLC content before
Right.
the game releases. You need to have a plan. And I know people are like, oh, it's so slimy that developers, have, are already working on content or before the game comes out or stuff like. I mean,
They kind of
people need
should
to,
be.
yeah, people need to get over that because the alternative is, oh, okay, this game is popular, people enjoy it, people like it, they get through the initial game's content quick, quicker than was expected, and then they're just waiting, and
Now
then
what?
finally some content comes out, but it's not exactly what you know it's not, because they started afterwards. They weren't able to really work on extra content that much, so
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. I also saw, I don't have it on me, but I also saw that I guess the developers are flying people to Sweden to, like, I guess, help them with the game. Let me see if I can pull that article up. Uh, Sweden. Ubisoft is asking Tom Clancy's The Division players to help fix the game in Sweden. Uh,
Okay. Now you know
did
something's wrong when you're asking for your fans to go help. We can't fix it. Help us, guys.
See, it's just I think Ubisoft, they've never done anything like this. This is their first like big scale type game like this. We're as far as multiplayer and all this stuff goes, and it it's not for a lack of trying, because they're trying to make the game better, they're trying to make content, because I mean, this article I'm looking at right now, it's talking about during the state of the game, the devs behind Tom Clancy's The Division iterated their plans to fix the game. They have quite a bit of streams, they have quite a bit of streams that they call state of the game, where they talk about stuff, updates, patches,
Hmm.
you know, you know, stuff that players are posting on the forums and stuff like that. And I've watched, when I was playing the game heavily, I would watch some of that stuff, and you could tell they really cared about the game, unlike other games and developers that will remain nameless. Um, but I mean, I think it's just they need some help. They really do. I don't think it's that they're not trying. I really think they're trying. I just think it's they're just you know this they maybe were a little too ambitious when they were creating this, and I don't know, maybe it needed more time. Honestly, maybe it shouldn't have come out when it did. I know
Yeah.
we talk I know we complain when games get delayed, but
Rather a delay and the game was good than the game come out early and be broken as all to hell and
I
never
mean,
fixed.
especially when you have a game that's as ambitious as the Division was, and everyone was, I mean, so many people were hyped about it, and it just that initial reveal of it,
Hmm.
when they first revealed it, like that was everyone was just like, oh my god, this just seems amazing. And I just don't know if people were I just don't know if it was I don't know if it was able to ever live up to that hype, even if they delayed it and waited 6 more months or so. I mean, it's just part of the problem is we hype stuff up sometimes too much,
Absolutely.
and it can hurt the games, but yeah, they're on the PC version, at least they're having public test servers, I guess, to test out new patches, and you know make sure there's no issues and stuff like that, because and it makes sense. I mean, more games should do that. More games like this should do that, because you can the more people you have looking at something, the more the better chance they are, the better chance they can spot some kind of glitch or bug or exploit that may happen.
Hmm.
So um i i'm I'm kind of disappointed, because the Division I was so hyped about, and I played a bunch of it, and then I just, like, I don't know, I just dropped off it. Pretty much when Overwatch came out, I was kind of like, oh, here's the new shiny
Yeah.
Overwatch. You know, I mean, and if they can, the good thing about the Division is you can go back to it, and it's not like if you stop playing, if you haven't played in 4 months, you can go back to it and pretty much catch up pretty quickly and play with people who have been playing it since day one and never stopped. That is something good. They make it easy to catch up and be able to play with your friends.
Yeah.
So, um, that's all I got. I mean, there's just I could not find that much news. I mean, we're in this we're in, the middle of game, we're at the start of games releasing now. The
Right.
fall game release. So there's not going to be a lot of actual announcements because, you know, games are releasing.
Yeah, there was another game I kind of wanted to pick up, but because of Legion I didn't, and that was Attack on Titan. Because
Yeah, I did see that
that
came
came
out.
out, and it looks good. Um, it looks a lot like Dynasty Warriors, but I like Dynasty Warriors, so I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear about that coming out, and I'm like, wow, that I go, that's cool. There's the attack on. I still need to I still need to watch that anime. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it? I thought you did.
I haven't. No,
Oh man, you really need to watch it.
I do. I do. I
You
need to.
really do.
There's a lot of stuff I need to do. A lot of animes I need to watch. A lot of. I need to start playing more games, stuff like that. I've just I haven't been able to really get too much geeky, stuff done in life.
Yeah, well, sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah, but now hopefully I can change that up. But yeah, I sat down today for like a good hour or so just looking through, trying to find something interesting to talk about. I mean, not much. I mean, I got Android Nougat on my phone. That's Android 7.0.
Right.
So that's, there's a new, you know, data saver mode, which is cool. I guess the the battery saving options, it's called like, I think it's Doze. It's called Doze, and it's kind of like in the background. There's nothing you can really do. Like, I haven't found a way to really, you know, find it and tweak it. I think, it's just built into Android. Um, there's multi windows, kind of like how the Galaxy phones. Does your phone have the multi windows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. For at the beginning it was just the notes, so I wasn't
Yeah,
sure, but yeah.
my S3 had it as well.
Okay, yeah. They have that, but it's only for certain, apps. Not all apps you
Yep.
can do it, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. Um, but um, what else is there? I mean, it's there's not a lot to it. I mean, it's not there's I guess there might be more to it than I know I notice, but I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking. I think the multi-window or the having two different apps, side by side or up and down is like the biggest thing that I've really noticed. Which is kind of cool for some stuff. You can have like a YouTube video, and then you can, if the app supports it, you can have like, maybe your Twitter client on one, and watch a YouTube video while browsing through Twitter, or you know surfing the web, have Chrome on one, and stuff like that. So it's interesting. So I guess I don't know when other phones are going to be getting it. I've got a Nexus, so I was able to get it like right away. Um, I I actually there was a trick to that where I signed up for that Android beta again,
Mm-hmm.
and it just immediately gave me the official release. So I saw an article about that, and I was like, okay, because I was part of the beta, and I mean, there was some roughness to that beta. Certain apps wouldn't work, you know, during that beta, and then Pokemon Go came out, and Pokemon Go didn't support it because it wasn't Android Nougat or Android 7 wasn't officially out, so
Right.
you know I was like, okay, I'm going back to Android 6 or Marshmallow because I need to be playing Pokemon Go. This is when it first came out, when Pokemon Go first released. So yeah, that's it, I guess. I'm looking to see if there's anything else, but there's just nothing. Um, but September, there's lots of games are starting to come out this month.
Yeah. This month
So
especially.
yeah, so definitely kind of excited about that. Shorter show, I guess, this week. Um,
That's fine.
yeah, that's fine. It's definitely fine. This show will go out on time. Last week's was a little late, but not as late as the last couple weeks, the last couple shows were. So this one will definitely go out on time. And
Okay.
we're recording the proper day.
On the
So
correct day instead of a day
on
later. So
on the yes, so that's a plus right there. So hopefully we can get things back on schedule now that I guess the gaming season is starting again. We definitely need to, or I definitely need to make sure these shows go out on time and are relevant. And yeah. So once again, be sure to check us out on Twitter at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I'm at Geeky William. Um, you can find links to everything on or over at thegeeksftw.com. There's links to the Twitch page, the Twitch channels, you know the Twitter, the Facebook, our YouTube. We stream on Twitch and YouTube. That we stream on we stream the show, the podcast live. We record live, so you can you can hop in, watch live. If you got questions for us, you can type them in the chat. Ask us. Oh, what you think of this? If we talking about, say I was talking about Overwatch, and someone wanted to ask my opinions on this aspect of Overwatch or stuff like that. We definitely encourage you to participate,
right.
interact with us.
Yes.
I mean, that's why we stream and record the show live, is to have you be able to interact with us and have a say in the show.
Right.
So.
And I stream me playing games Monday and Wednesday, and then I stream the game night every Friday.
Yeah, and I need to get my internet situation figured out, because I can't stream because my connection it's just garbage right now. But as soon as I can get that sorted out, to where I actually have a decent upload speed, then I want to be streaming too. I really do. It's just my upload speed is garbage right now. Unfortunately, I live in southern Oklahoma.
Yeah, my upload speed is not great, but I can at least do a steady 720.
Yours is like godly.
1080, I can, I'm kind of pushing it. I can, on a good clear day, nobody's using the internet around me, I can do 1080. But
I would kill for your upload speed. What's your upload speed? Like 10?
10.
Yeah,
Which
that's really good.
that I can, even to do 720, I think it requires like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, at the very best that I've ever been able to get was like 5. So, I mean, like you said, 3 or 4. If I can get a stable 4, then that'd be fine with me. But yeah, I just need to get that, that figured out. Um, you know, have them come out here and fix it. But anyways, yeah, I guess this has been episode 270 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, and we will see you next time.
Bye.